What's the role of adult leaders then within this children and youth program? You know, when I first came into this program and I was just getting my feet wet, and I would go around and listen to people talk about this program, and they would use two phrases with me all the time. This is a sink or swim program, they would tell me. We have to let the youth fail. That's the only way they're going to learn. And I immediately got in and started reading all of the material that we had everywhere. And I was like, I actually don't see that anywhere. In fact, when I turn to the Children and Youth Guide and I look up the role of the young women leaders and the Aaronic priesthood quorum leaders, I started to learn something really important. And I want you to read through these next two slides, and will you look at the highlighted words? Because they are words that sound like this: assist, prepare, guide, minister, serve, set an example as a disciple of Jesus Christ, encourage, support, get to know, pray, help. If you look at the Aaronic priesthood quorum guide, it's saying the exact same things, that we're going to minister and we're going to serve. In essence, we are the support team. That's our role. That's our job, is to support. And so what does that actually look like? Well, it looks like this. It looks like getting to know your youth so well that as you gather together to counsel and you say, this is the lesson for this Sunday or the Sunday after, you don't just go through a list and assign out whose turn it is next to teach. You say, who would be the best person, do you think, to teach this? Is it one of the advisors? Is it someone from the presidency that should teach? Is there someone in the youth that should add something here? And why would we choose that person? Maybe they want to invite someone from the ward family in to help teach that. You may say to them, these are the people we need to get here. So you're unusually gifted in the gathering. Who do you think should be teaching this lesson? And when you think about the activities, we're not asking the youth to lead out in these activities because we don't think they have anything to do. We know you're busy. We know you're going to school. We know about homework. We know you have jobs. We know some of you are involved in sports and other hobbies and things that you are doing. We know you're busy. We're not asking for your help because we don't think you have anything to do. We're asking for your help because you are unusually gifted in the gathering. And we need you to help us know, what activities should we plan? What will bring your friends out? What do people want to gather together and do? You know what will bring them here. And as we counsel together and we learn from you what we should do, it might look like this. You may come up with the greatest activity we've done all year long. And as we start putting the particulars together, then your leader might be like, hold on, don't you have soccer on Wednesday? Yeah. Well, what time does it end? At 7. Okay, so what time are you going to get to us? Like 7:15? Yeah. Okay. Then what I need you to do is I need you to draw out on this paper, how do I set up the activity? Because I'm actually really great at setting up activities. And can you make a shopping list of what will we need to make this activity successful? Because also, everyone, I'm super good at shopping. Don't tell Greg, but I'm actually fantastic at shopping. And if it's that kind of a conversation, then you can say to them, when you get done with soccer, you just come running in this room. We will have everything ready for you. You'll just come in and you will take over and we will be ready to go. And on finals week, it might be saying, you know what, isn't it finals week this week? At 8 o'clock, you guys, you're out of here. Go home and study. Because guess what? We're also really good at cleaning up. And we're the support team. And we can do that. We can support you. Our job is to help them find success. And it's to know them so well that we know their capacity. And we know what might be too much for them right now. And most of all, we want them to come and to bring their friends and to own these activity ideas and the things that we're doing so that they will come. What this looks like is actually teaching someone to ride a bike. You don't just buy a bike without training wheels and give it to one of your kids for Christmas and hope they're going to figure that thing out. There is a process of tutoring and teaching, of running alongside, of helping them find balance and also courage to know how to manage that situation. And as they get older and older, it requires less and less from you until they eventually find success. That's your role as a leader. And as we balance those roles between letting the youth lead because they are unusually gifted in the gathering, but also doing a really good job of being the support team so that they are learning and will be at the age of 18 independent learners and independent teachers and independent planners. But we want that to take place over time at their capacity and at their level.